Hi there, Richard here from Hola Prime, and we've recently noticed that you unfortunately breached your maximum daily loss limit rule in your account and that you'll have to retake another challenge. Now, one of the top reasons for this happening is improper risk management. Now, you probably heard that you should be trading with 1%, 0.5%, or not more than 2% per day. Now, even if you adhere to that, some traders actually do that, they adhere to that risk management principle. But what they tend to do is they open a lot of trades in the same direction. So multiple positions, and although per position that they're taking, they might be risking 0.5% or 1%, whatever the case might be. They're trading in multiple, let's say, currencies in the same direction. Now, per se, that might not be something that's, frowned upon. But the problem comes when you're trading highly correlated markets in the same direction. Now, what that means is, for example, in a euro US dollar and a pound US dollar, you're going both of them, you open the long position. You bought into them opening two positions. Now, because they're highly correlated, meaning that they have very similar price action, they follow each other in direction almost exactly, although they are different currency pairs. So let's say you long the euro US dollar, you long the pound US dollar, you risk 1% on each of those positions and something happens, then both of them is actually going to go against you. Let's say not something happens, but the market goes against you on one, it's going to go against you on the other as well. And instead of risking 1%, just trading one of the markets, you might end up losing 2% of your account, getting very close to that 3% maximum daily loss limit in one go. Right, so I'm quickly going to jump onto the Match Trader platform. I think it's got a really nice feature there that you can use to find out which markets are correlated and which have inverted correlation, meaning that they don't follow each other in direction. But for the sake of this video, you really need to just try and not trade multiple positions with highly correlated markets. All right, as you can see, I've got my Match Trader platform open here, or the MTR platform as it's also known. I've got a Euro US dollar chart loaded. I'm just going to expand that tab so you can nice and clearly see what I'm going to try and show you here. Now, what do I mean by highly correlated markets or instruments? Well, let's say, for example, you wanted to go long on the Euro US dollar, but you're unaware that a currency pair like the pound US dollar is also highly correlated with the Euro US dollar, and you also go long in that position or in that market, then basically what you're doing is you're doubling down your risk. If the one market then goes against you, the other one's highly likely to go against you as well. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is I'm actually going to use a little trick here. Although this is the euro US dollar on the price chart, I can actually pull in the pound US dollar as well to show you the correlation. And this is this orange line that we're seeing here. Very quickly, and this is just on a 1 hour time frame, could be any time frame, you could see how the swing highs and lows all occur almost exactly at the same time, and then price on both of these markets move in same directions. All right, so very easy to figure out that if I were to go, let's say, long here the euros dollar, but I'm unaware that the pound US dollar is actually correlated to euro US dollar, but I also want to go long in the pound US dollar. And let's say I was wrong about it, the market immediately starts reversing lower, and you risk, for example, 1% on your euro US dollar position and 1% on your pound US dollar position, then you're actually doubling down on your risk. So although you, let's say, practice strict risk management um, on either of these positions, but let's say just risking a small percentage of your account, trading in the same direction on highly correlated markets, you'll probably, if you're wrong, you'll get stopped out on both of those positions. And you're all of a sudden sitting with, depending on how much risk you took, let's say 2%, getting very close to that maximum daily loss limit. If you risk more than that, let's say 1.5%, and you trade pound US dollar and a euro US dollar in the same direction, they go against you, then boom, you've already reached your maximum daily loss limit, which is generally 3% on the challenges that you take with Hola Prime. So I want to hopefully understand what I mean by that. Try to avoid trading two instruments that are highly correlated in price direction. Right. Another currency pairs or two currency pairs that are highly correlated are, for example, the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Let's quickly have a look at that. I'm going to all symbols here. FX, the Aussie dollar should pop up here. Let's load the Aussie US dollar, keep it on a 1 minute time frame. It's going to expand that window a little bit and do the same thing. Go to the plus sign over here. We can see we got the New Zealand dollar, US dollar really loaded there. You can just type it in here if you wanted to. And same thing. On the candlesticks, we've got the Aussie dollar, and this orange line here is the Kiwi dollar. Again, they're following each other, although different markets, different currency pairs from different countries, they are highly correlated. So let's say you want to go short on the Aussie dollar, but you're unaware that the Kiwi dollar is also correlated with the Aussie dollar or vice versa, and you want to go short on that currency pair as well. Then if the market goes against you on the one, you're actually doubling down on your risk, and it's highly likely to go against you on the other one as well. Right, so I hope you understand this principle. Try to avoid trading multiple positions on highly correlated markets in the same direction. All right, so and although it's very frustrating when you breach one of these rules, it is a learning curve, and hopefully this video helped you out in trying to avoid this happening again in the future. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care, and I hope your next challenge is successful. Goodbye.